Now, each and every week, we always like to talk with Cyprus Credit Union because they help us with our finances, which can be a really tricky subject for pretty much all of us, right? I want to bring in Dave Sand. And Dave, last week we talked to you about tips to really help with our finances, and we're going to continue with that and give them 5 more today, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's start. First things first, debt. It's that word that all of us hate. How do you go about paying it down?
Yeah. So the first financial tip we want to share today is set up a debt elimination plan. When you get a loan, a lot of times you'll have that schedule. If you're getting a 3-year, 5-year, 7-year loan, you have that time frame to pay it off. But every month that you're paying debt, that's a time when that interest isn't working in your favor. So you want to do what you can to sit down, analyze your debt, see if you have some spare money as part of your budget, and how can you put that towards paying down your debt. Make sure you have a plan, because again, it's the sooner you can eliminate debit is the sooner you can take those funds, put it into savings accounts and other resources that are going to allow that interest to work in your favor.
Absolutely. And use it for the fun stuff instead.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, let's talk about the future. I mean, you've got to plan for it. And what's the best way to go about it?
Yeah. So the next tip would be plan for your future. And when we say that, we're talking about, retirement and insurance. Those are 2 things that you're setting aside to help you in the future, whether it's for unexpected things in case of insurance or for a planned fund retirement. So make sure that you're taking the time to sit down. It probably is a great rule of thumb to look at your insurance once a year, maybe do a little shopping around, make sure you're paying the best rates, make sure that you're, have coverage for any changes that may have occurred over the past year. And then do the same thing with your retirement. Look at how you're doing, look at how you are towards your retirement goals. And then if you can, allocate as much money as you can.
Love it. Okay. Next one, create an estate plan. Where do you start, right?
Yes. So this is another big thing to plan for the future, but having that estate plan or that will in place is a great way to get started on making sure that your family's taken care of in case that something were to happen to you. If you don't have one in place, that can create a lot of headaches where, the court system is going to get involved, and it can really delay how quickly your family can get access to, life insurance and other funds you may have. So make sure that you sit down. There's a lot of online resources or other tools you can have just to get started, have a simple will in place.
And I think there's probably some people that are like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's too, we're thinking forward to dying essentially, but it's something that's really going to make your entire family's life so much easier if that's all in place and just much easier.
There's so many stresses that come with that if you can eliminate some of that financial stress on your family, that's a wonderful gift to give them.
Yeah. And with that, number 4, knowledge is power.
Yes. So that's, if you really want to have a great financial goal, learn more about finances, whether you're looking at podcasts, whether you're reading books, whether you're finding great helpful websites with good articles you like to read, but do everything you can to learn. Maybe you want to get started in investing in the stock market. Find ways to get yourself educated first, or you're thinking about ways you want to, maybe you don't know much about the difference between a traditional 401k and a Roth IRA. Find ways to get yourself educated, learn more about areas where you might not be comfortable, and that's really going to help build your, financial fitness.
Love it. And last but not least, how can we be more hands-on if we need to be?
Yeah. Sometimes we may look back and see that our finances are in autopilot. We may have too many, automatic subscriptions out there, or we might not be looking at our budget enough. So schedule time, whether that's monthly or every couple of months, to sit down, get in your phone, schedule yourself an hour or so that you're just going to spend looking at your finances, making sure that you're on the right track, getting a little more hands-on, because we can automate so much in life. And I know we often talk about automating payments, or making automatic savings, but do what you can to take some time to make sure that everything you have set up that's automatic, that it's working in your favor.
Perfect. And Dave, we've got your website up on the screen so that they can go get more information or talk to you guys if they need it. Thank you so much as always, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.